Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long...
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it. View, Vayu, and...
TIGHNARI! CYNO! Over here!
Whew, am I glad to see you. And who's this young lady?
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favor. Sucrose, this is my teacher TIGHNARI. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Semoga.
COLLEI's exaggerating. I'm TIGHNARI. Pleased to meet you.
So you have a teacher as well? Yep, and this is General Mahamatra CYNO of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. And COLLEI, there's no need to use my full title. CYNO is...
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity. Just to keep COLLEI...
Keep me company? But it was you two that...
COLLEI is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety.
But I've been here on my own. What about your work, though? What if something bad happens while the
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and two
Oh, Sucrose! What were you saying? I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet.
Mr. Albedo, but it... Hey, Albedo's here too!
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Miss...
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also...
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer CYNO, skilled desert explorer. TIGHNARI's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders. Very much so.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to what philanimo mushrooms lack in texture. They make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a
Okay, but as much as I don't... It takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
Then please, allow me to help.
Mr. Albedo.
Apologies for my tardy entry. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungus. If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, but before that...
Food and lodging arranged. Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't even notice.
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arranger take a look. And should you find anything here to...
This is too kind of you. These...
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board. That's why it's called tagging along!
Very comprehensive. The Adventurer Technological...
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
I'll help pitch the tents! I can help too.
And Paimon will take her to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cut platter.
Great. Then Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You two. All right. Looks like we're all here.
Not at all. We just came early to set everything. Collei put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie I didn't do much of
Think it's all thanks to Master and CYNO. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skill...
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more.
That's correct.
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also, as far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauces, here in Mondstadt, were not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing...
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Collei? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much.
No. I just don't eat them. Sorry.
TIGHNARI. While we were on the road, we spotted something white.
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
CYNO, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local... No? Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know CYNO.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect...
Hey! Paimon's not your... Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaytun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something? Hey! Not you two! I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations... You seem much cheerier now that you're here in Mondstadt.
That's because I'm CYNO the Adventurer. It's not?
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before...
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until...
So you have two different mental states? Almost like...
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be... Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that...
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windblume Festival... I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windblume as a token of my heartfelt...
Plus, it was a good chance for Collei to get out and meet some new people.
Collei lily.
What?
Collei's Windblume. Maybe she should call it a Collei lily. There's also cauliflower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow...
Moving swiftly on...
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work... I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Collei on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return.
How about you, CYNO?
I came to ensure...
That's just an excuse. Plain and...
Also, there's the matter of a genius invocation
Aha!
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before? And that is why I am proud. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually a friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori festival.
Calcs?
You mean?
I see. So,
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to...
You most certainly did not. Collei's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the
Not only me, same applies to you.
if my writer friend were here now.
Oh, here it comes.
Wait, you mean you're...
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual.
Huh. So you're Calx. CYNO's been talking about you nonstop.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now. Our conversations have been deep and interesting.
Obvious.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me,
Wow, your teacher's so nice.
I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely...
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
surely timeless masterpieces.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a time...
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance.
My jokes? You like...
I do.
Really? I didn't...
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is...
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
My nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look? Hey!
I'd be grateful if you could check on Sucrose. As for...
So, a good joke.
Well, Albedo and Sucrose were delightful. But this...
The cooking pot.
Only the base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot.
Good thing TIGHNARI's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint CYNO. Oh, yes. Collei seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking. Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle.
Oh, yeah! She's the one who...
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. As much as I'd like to make progress in my research, I'd prefer...
All right, we'll help.
You will? Then tell me...
Uh-huh.
Alright. Let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench. We're back.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about...
Stop, please. I don't...
That bad, huh?
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some...
Tomorrow morning. And you?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect...
perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for...
Found you! I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh.
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is...
Good evening. You are friends of COLLEI, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Amber and EULA. The pleasure is ours.
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
You asked that last time, too.
I'd say... We hear the latest news about you every time you write to COLLEI.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Come on, COLLEI. We're gonna take it...
Okay, great.
Still as high...
You know...
Yes, we've met. She's Collei's most important friend.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow. I suggest we all head back and get some rest.
All right, I'll stop.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you? Guess, knowing him, he should be hitting the tap. We can go corner him and make him answer our questions.